Well, folks, today we are going to learn about the laws of motion. It's a very important chapter of your class 11th physics, and a lot many questions come from this chapter. Most of the things you must have studied in your lower classes also, but we will start from the scratch. We will study about mass, we will study about weight, inertia, linear momentum, Newton's law of motion, impulse, what is conservation of linear momentum, then what is variable mass system, equilibrium, then friction, and so on. A lot of things are there in this chapter. But today, let us see what is mass, weight, and inertia. Mass, as you know, mass is the amount of matter contained in a body. It's a very simple definition you must have seen in your lower classes. I don't want to elaborate on this. The SI unit of mass is that is kg. And what is weight? Weight is the gravitational force with which the earth attracts. So this is basically force. And what is SI unit of this? SI unit of this is Newton. Now there is a inertial mass and gravitational mass also. How we can define the inertial mass? Before that, let us see what is the definition of inertia. Inertia is basically the property of a body. By virtue of it, it resists its change in its state of rest or uniform motion. Means, if suppose some body, if you are keeping any body on a surface, and if it is at rest, means there is no motion in the body. But if you want to change the position of the body or state of the body, state means position and direction. You want to change the position of the body, then what you have to do? You have to apply some force, because by virtue of its own property of resistance, it is not going to change its own position. So, but some external force you have to apply. Suppose if you want to keep this body in the motion, then you have to apply some force. Or if the body is already in the motion, uniform motion. Uniform motion means constant value, constant speed, you can say. Now you want to stop this body, or you want to change its direction, then what you have to do? You have to apply some force. Some external force is to be applied. Then only its state can be changed. So this is the basically concept of inertia, and by virtue of this, you have, suppose some body is in a translatory motion, then we can write it as F is equal to m into a. There is some force you have applied on the body, which is due to which it is in the translatory motion. Then what is this mass? Mass is basically, it is called inertial mass, and that is defined as then there is a gravitational mass also. What is gravitational mass? Now some body is there, it is there on the surface of the earth. Then you will study these things in the chapter of gravitation. There will be a force of attraction between these two bodies, and that is G m upon r square. R is what? R is the radius of earth. What is this? This is your. So we have always seen that everything is attracted towards the earth, towards the center of the earth. Then here, what is this mass? This mass is basically F r square upon G m. And what is this? This is basically your gravitational mass. So here it is inertial mass, and here it is gravitational. In Newtonian physics, we generally take inertial mass is equal to gravitational mass. Correct? Weight we have seen. Weight, what is this weight? Weight we have seen, its SI unit is Newton, and it is the gravitational force with which Earth attracts a body. And if you write in terms of force of attraction, we can write it as F is equal to mg. What is this? This is the gravitational attraction. Correct? So these basic things you must have studied in your lower classes also. Now let us talk about what is inertia. Inertia again. Inertia we know, it is the inherent property of the material body. By virtue of it resists is change of state, of rest or uniform motion. Basically, this is not a physical quantity. This is not a physical quantity. Then what is it? What it is? It is basically a sensation. Mass of the body is what? It is the basically measure of its inertia. Mass of the body is basically the measure of its inertia. Correct? Means if mass is more, then इसका मतलब क्या है? Inertia is also more. Correct. Now we have different kind of inertia also. What are these? Inertia of rest, inertia of rest, the tendency of a body to remain in its position of rest is called inertia of rest. Correct? Then inertia of motion, now it is again, you can define it, tendency of the body to remain in its state of uniform motion along a straight line, of course, because for changing the direction also you need some kind of force. So tendency of a body to remain in a state of uniform motion along a straight line is called inertia of motion. Then of course, third one is very apparent, that is inertia of direction. Means you can say, suppose a body is moving in one direction, so this you can define as the inability of the body to change its own direction by itself. It's called inertia of direction. Naturally, if body is moving in some particular direction, it will keep on moving in that direction only. Suppose if you want to change the direction, then also you have to apply the external force. Correct? So this is all about inertia. I hope you must be able to interrelate this mass and inertia. They are very much interrelated to each other. Correct? Now let us see what is linear momentum. Suppose you have a body, there will be mass, and if it is in motion, so naturally it will be having velocity. Correct? So linear momentum is defined as basically mass into now basically this is a vector quantity. Here it is velocity and here it is momentum. So it's a vector quantity. And its direction is in the direction of whatever be the direction of velocity, its direction will be the same. SI unit of momentum is what? That is kg meter per second. Of course, kg is of mass and unit of the velocity is meter per second. Correct. We can write it as Newton second also. Correct. So these are so I hope all these physical quantities which we have studied today, you must have understood it. Now we will go further to the Newton's law of motion in our next lecture. You can make the notes, whatever I have spoken, you can note down the notes. I will share the PDF copy to all of you so that whatever we have studied today, once you revise, I always say to my students, whatever you study in the whole day, you must revise before going to sleep. And that is the key to your success. So, we will meet you in the next class.